Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 2 of our two-part Daxter look.
I'm back!
Welcome back, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
I can't do a good Daxter.
To be fair, I don't think any of us can.
Welcome back, baby!
Aside from
Kind of
Hype,
close.
yeah.
Aside from
Welcome to
Steve.
the construction site, what was ultimately one of the final areas we ever visited in Jak 2, and now it's actually one of the starting areas here.
Is this really the wasteland from Jak?
No, this was supposed to be the construction site, which the construction site was where we had our confrontation with Metalcore and Baron Praxis with the bomb.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So yeah, again, we're just here taking out some bugs. Though I don't think they gave us a straight goal here. We're just going through the motions until we actually meet up with our quote unquote sex appeal for the game.
Hooray! Is it Ashlyn?
Not Ashlyn. Yeah, they don't use Ashlyn, and they don't use the Tess in this game, because, to be fair, Daxter never met them up until Jak 2, for some odd reason.
Which... Is Ashlyn the girlfriend of Daxter? Which one's the girlfriend of Daxter?
Tess.
Tess is the girlfriend of Daxter.
Tess, okay.
But no,
More
we
on
meet
that
up
later.
we meet up with another character in this game who again, much like Osmo, only appears in this game. And this, I mean, it's weird too, because at the very end of the game, just gonna go ahead and spoil this right now, because again, we're not doing a commentary of this. Apparently, it's after the events of Jak 2, and Daxter's recounting his memories of this game, and apparently, the character we meet up later on is there too, even though we never meet her in Jak 2. And
No. Oh, and we never see her again either. There's
Exactly.
that. There's her. There's also some surfer delivery dude person.
oh yeah,
she
Osmo's
knows.
son, I forget his name. Basically, he's the California surfer dude.
Right, there's him. There's a bunch of people, but okay. I guess we can start talking a little bit about the story now. So, the story ends up being that while Daxter is here, just living his normal life, working and helping out Osmo, he happens to see a prison transport vehicle that has Jak in it.
Ow!
Jeez!
Yeah, that thing was always kind of tricky to dodge.
Yes,
So,
yes it is.
So in seeing,
I hate doing my own stunts.
Let's wait for it. Okay, let's move. So not yet. So in seeing Jak, he's like, "Oh my gosh, that's right, the frickin' thing I promised I was gonna do 2 years ago." Oh, nice.
Yeah, it gives you just enough time to barely get through.
Jeez. But anyway, so then you go, and then I'm sorry, James. Who was that character who was our big villain of this game? He was
I
like
forget his
he was
name. I know he's voiced by not Phil Lamar, or no, it was Phil Lamar.
Oh, wait a minute. Here it comes.
Anyway, out the pipe, and we find boobs.
That ain't no bug.
I'm not too scruffy to be a creeper.
Hey there, not Laura Croft.
Speak up before these.
Well, she does kind of look like Laura
Is it
Croft,
actually
doesn't
Lara
she?
Croft? Well, also the name, also the voice accent.
Sweet chick.
I want to say it might be the same actress, but it's probably not.
I'll check.
Taran.
What is the name of this
But-
character?
You're one of those
Taran,
lark
with a Y.
stormtroopers who think they can still clean up the city. I've got news for you. Those new metal bugs are more than you can handle.
Oh boy.
So take your little toys and go home.
Flex the little
And
flex
I've got
water.
news for you. You're really hot when you're angry.
We've got
Subtle.
bigger problems around here than people know.
Oh,
Susan.
You
Daxter.
want to help?
Susan
Here's a big girl's way of
Eisenberg.
taking out bugs.
Ooh, spray gun.
And, okay, so it is,
Look at that crane moving.
oh, it's the same actress for Ashley.
Okay, baby, I'll play along.
Oh,
So it is Susan
okay
Eisenberg.
then.
Sugar.
Yep.
Please don't
Oh.
spray her.
Yeah.
Oh, you just killed her.
It's
You killed Wonder Woman.
Susan,
Boy.
wait, yep, and I was about to mention, she's
Yeah,
also
yeah, we
Wonder
mentioned
Woman.
that last part. Yeah, we mentioned that the last part in the last game. Yeah, he's Wonder Woman, and amazing how she can immediately hide herself just by giving herself a British accent. That's like
I know.
her Clark. That's like her Clark Kent
Clark Kent
glasses.
disguise. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Graf. I mean, if nothing else, she'd make for a great a Laura Croft impersonator.
Right. I mean,
But
I'm
yeah,
not- yeah.
I mean, despite her little bit of cynicism towards us, she actually was kind enough to give us a bug spray.
Actually, you know
Pretty
what? The
much-
more I
pretty much
think
a-
about
pretty
it, just to further the Justice League parallels, James, it's actually not dissimilar to Kevin Conroy's role in the first game.
Oh, that's right, as the fisherman.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Like,
kinda-
in a sense of, I did
Anyway,
not expect
To be
that.
fair, he was pretty good at hiding that.
Yeah.
By the way, so, do you guys know who voices Superman in Injustice?
The same guy that voices
Who,
him in the
no?
Justice League cartoon.
Yes, but know who that is?
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth!
Yeah, we know.
Yes.
I forget his name, but
George
yeah,
Newbern.
With Superman's, yeah, George Newbern, Sephiroth, Superman, among several others.
Wait, Sephiroth, Superman, and his most illustrious role, Theodore Rex.
Nice.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, he's the
Ow.
voice of Theodore Rex.
Cookies.
Cookies.
Yep. Anywho,
Yeah, well,
as I'm
humble
sure he'd love
beginnings.
that role. Moving on to the story of this entirely different story. So the
About being
ambassador,
a bug exterminator.
the ambassador, chancellor, whatever the heck his name is. Turns out Core wasn't the only. Turns out Core wasn't the only metalhead who managed to completely infiltrate this city and be undetected.
Yeah, Phil Lamar's character, I don't remember his name, but he's basically just Mr. McEvil guy.
A giant metalhead bug, and we fight him in a big old boss, and then the surfer dude guy gives us some spare clothes or something, but basically he was then that's when we ride the gantry lift, and that's that's where the movie ends of the game. That's where the game ends, the cutscene, you know what I mean? But that's where the game ends, is with
Gotcha.
Daxter riding up the gantry lift.
Yeah, that's where the game ends, and that's where Jak 2 begins.
So that's like an immediate successor. But
Yeah, we never see him again.
and old man Keebler kind of loses his entire house, his entire shop blows up, he loses his entire living. But anyway, who cares about him?
Well, hey, at the very least, he's still alive. To never
Yeah.
appear in the series ever again.
The worst thing on top of that is that poor old Osmo, on top of all of that, got severely divorced by his estranged wife, Onda.
Oh my god, what?
I'm gonna pretend I know who that is.
It's a name joke. Osmo Onda.
Oh, I got it.
Get
I got
it.
Butch Hartman, you slide devil. Why can't we get the? There we go.
Platforming can be a bit finicky at times, but not. Thankfully, the level design sort of makes up for it.
Now, do you think? So I forget. I know Butch Hartman has some app or some learning program thing, but what do you think he's gonna move on to do after Nickelodeon?
Well, I think he is still working on another show. I think it's a show on Cartoon Network, but I do know he is working on a show still.
Not Cartoon Network. It's on his app. I forget what it's called though. He talks about it every once in a while.
Okay. Not to say I'm not gonna start pretending to be oh Nickelodeon needed him or he needed Nickelodeon. I'm sure he can do stuff on his own. I'm not gonna. Okay, if I was to pose the question to you guys, who would you say was more responsible for Fairly Odd Parents' downfall, him or Nickelodeon pressing him for more Nickelodeon?
I'm
Probably
willing to bet it was
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
I think it is Nick.
It was Nickelodeon because he did bring up the whole thing that Nickelodeon kept on canceling and then reviving the Fairly Odd Parents show.
I fucking love that video.
That was a funny video.
That is a great
Yeah.
video. In case you're wondering, he did this whole thing about the cancellation and revival of Fairly Odd Parents 6 times.
Jeez.
6 times.
But I'm whoa.
Oops.
Does that count?
Oh, I guess it counts.
Okay.
Just the look on Daxter's face of, what have I done? I must atone for my sins! So anyway, moving on. Oh crap, we gotta do it all over again.
Yep.
That's how checkpoints work. But anyway, so has he ever, especially now that he doesn't work for Nickelodeon anymore, has he ever had the the freaking tell all, or what the hell is that? What the heck is that? They mentioned it in the interview. What is that book called? What's that kind of book called where it's someone writes a whole book talking about everything that happened, trying to reveal everything?
Biography?
And all that, but yeah.
No. It's and then I release a big tell-all where I reveal all the secrets.
I don't know
something.
what it's called.
Whatever.
I know what you're talking about,
has-
but I don't know the specific name.
Okay, but okay. So what? So then, has he ever now that he no longer works for Nickelodeon, and thus I don't think would ever be held under that legal thing anymore for his own products? Has he ever actually said his true feelings about all the new Fairly Odd Parents decisions, including the girl?
I'm sure he has somewhere, but I don't remember. I think the closest thing to that is that...
I think he mentioned it in his podcast. I could be wrong.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Oh, God.
What were you saying
Oh,
there,
boy.
Hype? What was the closest thing you remembered?
The only other thing I remember him talking about the show is that not too long ago he actually did a commentary of the very original pilot of the series.
Oh yeah, that was actually a pretty interesting watch.
Interesting. Like, what? Like, so now was that now? Did he like hand animate that pilot, or did he have like a team on that one?
I think he probably had a team, but I think it was mostly him, and he was talking about a lot of things, like, basically talking about how, like, comparing his art style back then to now, and stuff like, oh, like, if I was making this now, I wouldn't draw that, and actually revealed, like, a bunch of, like, alternate takes that he would have done. Like, originally, when he got Cosmo and Wanda, originally what he... One of the... what am I trying to say? He was talking about how I would handle the pilot if I did nowadays. He talked about how, like, his new idea for how he got the Fairly Odd Parents was actually Timmy, like, running away to, like, a pet store, and that's where he finds, like, the goldfish that turn out to be them. And it's kind of stuff like that.
Interesting. I mean, that would make sense, because, like, that would be a moment where, like, he was willing to run home, which means that, like, that would have been the moment where, okay, now it's time for, now the Fairly Odd Parents would, quote unquote, appear in his life, because now he was in a moment where he needed some guidance or whatever, some support or something. Now, again, why? And yes. And again, I will say real quick, I remember seeing this one comic that pretty much summed my feelings up entirely of. Remember the girl that he had a crush on, the Asian girl?
Trixie?
Yeah, Trixie?
Trixie?
He never had a crush on... Timmy never had a crush on her, she had a crush on him.
No, okay, the older girl.
No, he's talking about Trixie, not Tootie.
Trixie. Okay, sorry. Trixie.
Oh,
yes.
there's our villain.
There's our villain.
Doesn't he look trustworthy? And not at all like a bug wearing human skin.
Kaden, that's it.
What me? Put my hands on my head. Like this?
I don't know what you're referencing. Like,
You don't matter. In fact, in a couple seconds, you're not gonna be matter.
I was referencing Men in Black.
I know, that's why I was referencing too.
Alright.
Like sugar water. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dears.
Jeez.
Damn it. Hey there.
And Daxter has the most appropriate response.
What insect crawled up his butt?
If you don't give me what I want, I will stab you to death with my eyebrows.
Uh-oh,
Bug
we got a
alert.
big one.
I am the half-cousin of Kazuya Mishima. That is why I have such huge pointy eyebrows.
Little Betsy.
Ooh.
All right. You got a hot daughter, huh?
No.
I wouldn't go that far, Daxter. I mean... Whoop.
Actually, looks pretty neat.
She's, something all right.
I like
Cool
it.
little hover bike.
Fuck you.
Telling me this thing still flies?
Sure.
It's a hover bike. It's kind of cool. Reminds me a lot of the Zoom. Reminds me a lot of the old Agraf Zoomer.
Anyway,
So how does...
But yeah, back to my thing about Butch Harmon was that I think Trixie would have been much more deserving of Fairly Odd Parents than the Mary Sue girl.
yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Well, honestly, there's several characters in that show that deserve favors more than her.
Like Tootie.
Yeah, like his friend,
Like
or
Tootie.
AJ and Chester. Like they all of them have insecurities. Like all of them. And again, Tootie, Trixie, they all have these insecurities to make them deep characters. But then why did we pick the? Oh, okay. Why did we pick the Mary Sue that we had to invent in order for her to have Fairly Odd Parents?
Anyway, guys. Least favorite Fairly Odd Parents episode. Go.
I can't think of one immediately.
Honestly, I'll have to get back to you on that because I haven't watched that show in years.
Yeah, I don't
Same.
know them enough. Also, welcome to Haven Forest again. But no, I really don't. I don't know my Fairly Odd Parent episodes enough to know which ones I hated. I mean, like I don't know. The one where he was in the contest and they created that stupid rule of you can't use your wish to win a contest, even though they end up forgetting that's a rule and do that like 5 different times in other episodes.
That's a
Oh,
good
you mean the
one.
movie
Yeah.
festival?
Not the movie festival. The one where it was like a brain. It was just a trivia contest.
His brain. I don't know. I thought that episode was okay. The one episode that really pissed me off, though, even as a kid, I was like, why did you even fucking air this? I didn't curse as a
Little
kid.
Matt as a kid had a strange imagination. Continue.
It's a wishful life. That
Oh,
It's a
that-
Wonderful
yeah.
Life thing.
Right.
I heard about that. Isn't it the live action movie with Drake Bell?
What?
No, you're thinking of something else.
No.
This is
That's
basically
movie.
the-
No.
This is basically the show's It's a Wonderful Life ripoff. Only instead they
Yeah,
make
so-
it so, like, apparently people are better off without him.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember
no,
that one.
I fucking hate that episode because the
Yeah,
whole
he
thing
he
is
wishes
saying,
he wasn't born.
yeah, it's like
And-
the whole thing is like, oh, if you weren't born, then everybody's lives would be better.
like legitimately, and like I'm still confused what the moral of that was supposed to be.
I think, okay, here's the thing. Apparently, and I'll say this is kind of clever, apparently that was Jorgen's way, it wasn't true. All that stuff that we see, it wasn't true. That is Jorgen trying to teach Timmy a lesson. He fabricated...
Which is fair.
Yeah, he fabricated all of it for that. However, you don't need to make it that fucking cruel.
And for those who didn't hear, he said cruel.
Yeah,
not
he
cruel.
is right. A lot of it is kind of very mean-spirited.
Yeah,
like, some of it does make a little bit of sense, like what they did with, like, Crocker, but then you have stuff that's, like, really exaggerating. Like the fact that, apparently if Timmy wasn't born, AJ would have a full head of hair.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And if Timmy was never born, then Chester would have would have the godparents.
No braces.
Yeah.
No, he would have the godparents.
Well, that I think is a little. That I think is probably more believable out of everything else. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't like Vicky would no longer be evil. She
Yeah,
would, like, become a nun or
yeah,
something.
she becomes very nice and kind to everybody.
And she
then
becomes
I
like a
also-
dentist assistant.
And then yeah, and
Oh,
then
God.
and then I also like the. I also like the. I do.
Oh, that's
like,
right. She was like, oh yeah,
uh,
she helps the pain with
wait,
laugh gas.
Don't you
I
want to
remember that
see
now.
all? Don't you want to see all of the things? All of the things that happen to others, though. And he lists off all the stuff, and the last one he lists, and the Cubs actually finally win the Super Bowl.
Ouch.
Harsh.
I think it was the Cubs who won the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Oh, that drove everyone wild. That was the Cubs.
Yeah.
It was like the first time in like 90 years or something like
Yeah,
that.
over 100 years, and they made that joke in the Family
Which now
Guy.
officially dates that game.
Yeah,
or
but
episode.
But here's the thing. I was like, okay, that's kind of clever. But even then, and also, I'll agree with Jorgen's plan. I think it was a good plan to kind of trick Timmy into learning how to be more humble. But again, it was too...
They were just a little too over the top.
A little too. Maybe, I think you may have laid on a little too thick there, Patrick.
Like, yeah, it wasn't handled all that well.
Now I will say that I think the strategically placed mushrooms to make this level a lot more like easily like navigatable. I was say as navigable or navigatable or whatever.
Navigate.
You can move around it pretty cool.
Gotcha.
Oop. There you go.
And down goes the queen.
Again,
Devil
pretty,
damn.
pretty competently created. I
And
don't know
all
if
the
this developer made
zombies'
anything.
heads pop off. Oh wait, wrong game.
Had this developer made anything like big before Daxter?
Dead offhand, I don't remember, but I think Ready at Dawn also did make like the PSP God of War games.
Okay.
That's about all I remember, though.
Oh, it's Ready at Dawn? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Ready at
Yeah,
Dawn.
they made the PSP God of Wars, and those are really good games. Like those are.
Oh God! Oh,
Well, or little Betsy.
But unfortunately, the company probably is going to die soon because they also made Order 1886.
Or dead.
Oh no, they're gonna go down like old Betsy.
Doop.
Don't mind me.
Come back, my boy.
Nice.
You've already covered old Betsy up for me.
Yeah.
Her age, that old duster needs
Actually, Matt, if you still have the voice actors list up, who voices Ozma? Because he kind of sounds familiar.
needs a wash.
No, she's fine.
Let me check.
Hurry.
Daxter behind the voice actors.
Oh, Daxter.
I'll pick up the pieces later. I
No,
mean, I'll
just
give her a bath
Daxter
later.
behind the voice actors.
Are you sure?
He almost sounds like a John Goodman character in this game.
He does, doesn't he?
Some-
So yeah, I'm beat from all that Butch Hartman talk. Let's go hit the sack.
Fine, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with
Okay,
any
you know
weird
what?
I'm glad I don't have to deal with any weird...
Osmo is Dana Kelly.
Huh.
Ah.
Well, thank goodness, no more Butch Hartman, no more people making weird parodies of clearly pop culture movies. That'd be so weird, right, James?
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I love that. Just real quick, I love that little detail of him like curling up into a ball.
Welcome to the Matrix,
Oh yeah, I know about this. Like this was shown off in the commercials for the game. Oh look, it's the villain
where
of the first
everyone
game.
is Gaul.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Gaul.
Pretty neat attention to detail, considering this technically takes place after the first game.
But it's his dream. Like the only villain. Like, technically, if you think about it, the only villain he's ever really beaten in this entire world was Gaul when he first did it.
Doop.
Yeah, they're basically button combinations where you just fight a bunch of Gauls.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't
but-
bring the female character in the mix, because technically she was there too.
Yeah, Maya.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Kind of odd.
But I mean, in all fairness, I'll give them kudos for at least remembering Gaul.
Yeah, but
But I'm trying to think. There's Matrix. I know there's a Braveheart one.
Yeah, there's
What other ones are
Braveheart, there's
there?
Matrix. I don't remember the other ones though.
Mad
What
Max?
other ones do you remember, Matt?
what?
What other references do you remember, Matt? I almost called you Mad Matt.
Mad Matt. God, I can't remember. This is the only one I can really remember.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll check real quick. Let's see. There's Matrix, there's Braveheart, there's Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah, the Lord of the
and
Rings
that's
one.
it.
All right.
But yeah, if I could
But
just
yeah,
go
it's
back.
cute and it's harmless enough. I just think all these little cutscenes
God.
make it go a little bit too long. than it
Oh
needs to
god,
be.
in the second Matrix stage, he actually fights a kung fu version of the fisherman from the first game.
Yep.
Wait,
Wow.
The fisher,
Like
no,
the
not
Kevin
the, not the
Conroy
fisherman.
character.
Not the fisherman. My bad. The farmer. The farmer.
You mean the freaking yak? The guy who? Oh yeah, the guy who.
Yeah, the
later
Yakao,
went
the
on to
Yakao
voice-
guy.
Yeah, the guy who later went on to voice crew.
Yeah, that's him.
Wait, did it?
Subconscious, maybe.
Oh wait, hang on. Oh, and then we have a cute little quote each time. Hush. Come on.
I know Kung Fu.
There you
God
go.
damn it. I knew that was the
got a
one.
new move.
I knew that was the one that they were going to fucking do.
I thought they were gonna do "There Is No Spoon." Maybe that's the second one. Oh, and look, we got a new.
No,
attack.
the second one is freedom.
Oh yeah, that's for
but-
Braveheart. But,
Yeah.
I meant the second Matrix one.
Yeah.
Uh,
The second Matrix
but-
one, I do remember him saying, "There is no spoon."
Yeah, there you go. But
So yeah, we got our new kung fu move, which is honestly not that
Oh,
long.
oh, he's in the wall.
Oh,
Oh, the Matrix seeped into reality.
I was saying, I don't think we're out of the Matrix just yet. He's like, I'm still in.
Anyway.
Like feels the back of his head. I'm still in.
Anyway, so apparently this guy's name is Dana Kelly, but he's a guy, and it's not.
Oh,
that
we got a little
Dana Kelly.
moped. Look at this cute little moped.
And-
Speeder.
Nice
Spooter.
ride.
I almost call it a Zoomer Spooter. Whatever.
And
That's it.
the only thing he is in is this game and Jack Racing.
Ouch.
Who was he in Jack Racing?
Osmo.
Oh,
Osmo
Osmo's in that game
Reedus and
too.
Jack X Racing?
Yeah,
Huh.
he's apparently
I
in
guess-
it.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna assume he's probably a bonus character you unlock by sending in like a download code or whatever from Daxter. But
Oh,
that's,
yeah, like PSP Connect.
yeah, connectivity pretty much. But that's pure conjecture on my part. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our look at on the Daxter games. Again, if you like what you saw, the game is available on the PSP, or if you have a Vita, you can play it through that as well. Mm-hmm. And I'd recommend it. Like, I think this out of all the spin-off stuff that Sony's ever done, I think this is one of the best ones.
I get the polarizing things, and like if they ever do it, I would definitely love to record them. But like, I would not mind if for PS4, similar to what they did with the trilogy and Jack X, I would not mind if they brought Daxter and Lost Frontier to the PS4, like upscaled somehow.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Lost Frontier is, you'll see, it's a little polarizing in areas, but I think it has some fun elements to it.
Aside from that forced in thing that happened to poor Daxter.
Yeah, that happened. But yeah,
Now I'm
Yeah,
curious.
anyways, that's it. You'll if it comes out, you'll get to see because I may do a commentary.
Okay,
because there is some
Osmo
things.
is a
Anyway.
playable character in the game Jack X Combat Racing if one connects a PSP to their PS2 with the Daxter save file.
James called it,
You called it.
but that's it. Well, that's where our story will end.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for all four of us. I hope we'll be coming back with Jack 3.
I'll be there this time. Mainly
Yay.
just to see a dumbfounded Steve.
Oh crap! I still got to record that.
On that note, take care, guys.
Au
Bye.
revoir.
Orange lightning strikes again.